Hey everyone, good morning. Hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Wins. I'm in Chiang Mai, Thailand. It's a pretty dark, cool, and wet morning in Chiang Mai, which is perfect conditions for eating a bowl of hot curry noodles, Kkhao Soi. And we're going to a special place, which is probably a 30 or so minute drive outside of Chiang Mai into the mountains, past Doi Suthep to a place called Doi Pui, which there is a little Kkhao Soi restaurant at the top that my friend Joel has been telling me about. So we're gonna drive to the top and it's gonna be a food adventure and definitely gonna be incredibly delicious, and I'm gonna share this experience with you coming up right now. Okay, so this is the center of Chiang Mai. We're gonna go up past that's the zoo area, and then keep on going towards Doi Suthep, and then we're gonna keep on driving up the mountain, all the way up the mountain, and there's our destination right there, which is in Doi Pui, which is a predominantly Hmong village, I believe. There's nothing else in the world I want to eat right now than a bowl of hot Kkhao Soi curry noodles and beef. Beautiful. But man, this is what I love about Chiang Mai so much. This is basically the backyard of Chiang Mai. We're just 15 minutes outside of the city.
What's the thing, man?
It's so foggy, yeah. Oh, it's so beautiful. Sawadee krab. Khapun krab. Oh man, oh, it's cold. Oh, that was a spectacular drive. Welcome to Doi Pui, a gorgeous Hmong village. And I have been to the palace, but I've never been this high into the mountains. And Joel is here somewhere. He's probably walking around. Wow. And you can tell I came from the city. I wore shorts and flip-flops, and it's like icicle weather up here. Joel.
Hey, dude. we need some
It is
warmth
cold. So Joel ended up riding the motorbike today up to the top because of the rain. Yeah, that road is so slippery. But dude,
so
props to you for ever riding the bike up there, man.
Thanks.
That is a seriously steep climb.
On the bicycle, this is your reward waiting for you. It is just serene up here. It's like another world. In one ride, you just like ride into another world. It's so cool. Yeah.
It's unbelievable that we're just 30 minutes
Yeah.
outside of the city, literally the center of Chiang Mai, and in the middle of pristine, gorgeous mountains in the mist, and about 10 degrees colder.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, at least.
So we drove, Joel took a motorbike, but alternatively, you can take a red lotsong tail, which you can catch, I think you can catch them right outside the zoo, right?
Yep.
Okay, Kkhao Soi time. And we are walking, this is a whole Hmong community, a village. There's a market here. There's people, tourists do come here, so there's souvenirs. And then Joel is taking me to the Kkhao Soi spot.
Been waiting for this one.
Oh
It is,
man.
It's just unique. It's worth it. It is worth the trip. Like climbing the entire mountain just for the bowl of noodles.
And people come here just
worth it.
to get a bowl of Kkhao Soi, right?
Yeah.
It smells so good. Step here, you could smell the spices. You could smell that coconut milk curry, the chilies. I smell some beef in the air.
That's a great.
Yeah, can you
quote.
smell that beef?
Just rounding that corner, you're like, oh, I don't even know where it's coming from, but you can just
Something
sense
meaty is in the air.
deliciousness.
Sawadee krab. Sawadee krab. Oh, what a
ลูกหนัง
spot.
เหรอ
แฟนทำงานอยู่โชคดี
Sawadee krab. Sawadee krab. Again, it's called Kkhao Soi Lung Surin. Oh, she's stirring the curry?
เปลี่ยนเป็นก๋วยเตี๋ยวไก่เส้นเล็กค่ะได้เลยค่ะ
Oh, okay.
นี่ชิคเก้นนี่บีบ
อร่อย
Oh, อันนี้ข้าวซอยไก่
ข้าวซอยไก่เข้มข้น
เข้มข้นมากครับ Oh, it is so thick.
ออริจินอลต้องแบบนี้
Ah, okay. Yeah, it's so thick and hearty. Oh, you gotta try that
อร่อย
too, maybe.
ที่หนึ่งอร่อยที่หนึ่ง
อร่อยที่หนึ่งครับ
ข้าว
Oh, look at that meaty oil on top. Oh man, that smells unbelievable. Oh wow. Oh, Mark, wow. And Kхао Сой is one of those dishes, is when it's made right, it's one of the greatest dishes of northern Thailand, one of the great dishes of Thailand. But so she quickly just blanches off those egg noodles. Then she has a technique where she adds in a scoop of coconut milk, and then after that adds in the curry. And we're going beef first. Joel and I are both getting beef. So that's been cooking. That aromatic layer of beef oil and coconut milk is all brewed down. You see spices in there. You see whole sticks of cinnamon in there. That goes over the noodles. Then she tops it with some of the crispy egg noodles, which are fried. And then finally a little sprinkle of coriander and green onions, and then served with, they call it kimchi, like a pickled mustard green with chili and shallots. Joel, this is absolutely pristine, and they are so incredibly friendly, so nice, served hot and fresh. There's absolutely nothing I'd want to eat more right now in my life. Overlooking the kind of a football field with the mountains, with the mist, and just a cold day like this just makes it even more picturesque for eating hot Kхао Сой, no. Without a doubt.
The situation cannot be beat.
No, thank you, Joe. Oh, so the Kхао Сой is actually served with what they call kimchi, like a pickled mustard greens, but also not shallots, but onions from India.
Yeah.
Okay.
ข้าวซอยมาม่า
ข้าวซอยมาม่าพี่มิก
Should we just taste that broth first? Again, she added in some coconut cream before then adding the whole beef curry, which there may or may not be a little bit of coconut cream within the curry itself, but she added in that fresh cream. Cheers, Joel. Oh wow, yeah, that's as meaty as it looks. So stewed down until ultra tender.
Stew is the word, yeah.
Oh, it is rich. The coconut cream, contrasted by those herbs. Yeah, that's superb. But we should do some seasoning. Got the pickled mustard greens, we've got the Indian onions, and then of course, got to have some of the chili, which is more like a extremely thick chili, also a fine textured chili oil.
He told me he is very proud of this. Besides,
he makes the chili oil
the
himself,
recipe,
right?
He makes this himself. He even sells the chilies because he has a friend who grows them in this village. So he says, watch out, these are serious chilies.
All local.
Yeah, all local, yep.
He told us to be cautious with it, so we'll take it easy by just doing one giant overflowing spoon. Oh, a little chili goes in, maybe a little bit more just to top it off for good measure. Then mix that around.
Just one.
Oh, immediately you can see the color of that broth changing, that deep red. Mix it with the noodles. That goes into your bowl. Some of these giant sliced onions. Okay, all right. Now we are really ready to completely chow down on this bowl of Kхао Сой. Fully commit now. Go all the way in. And the noodles next. Yeah, it's so thick, and so hearty and rich. Wow. Look at that.
It really is like one of the thickest.
Oh.
ชิมน้ำไม่กินไม่ชิมอร่อย
Oh wow. It has this nutty taste to it.
ชิมแล้วแต่ไม่ใส่ให้หนู
Man, okay, with that chili, that magnifies everything. I love those pickled mustard greens as he added. with chili in them have that lactic acid fermentation complexity.
It's so thick, but then so smoky too. And then sour. These are like mega sour, right?
This is worth coming to this village just to eat, without a doubt. That is unbelievably tasty. One of the meatiest versions of Khao Soi. It's just meat to the max.
It's unreal, dude. Yeah. And the first time I met him, I said like, hey, so I'm sure you were so famous and popular downtown. He's like, yeah. I said, why did you move outside? He goes, he's like, just the view. He's like, do you see?
The view, the freshness.
And yeah, I mean, it is magical.
And who can blame him?
He still has people who make the pilgrimage up here to have his Khao Soi, like all the way up the mountain. So
he has a loyal following from town that just drives up here just to come eat the Khao Soi and back down, like us. I am now part of the loyal following, and Joel. Yep,
it's worth it.
this is a day's mission accomplished, right here in this bowl. It's like almost a mutton or a beef korma. That thick and rich and meaty, oily, and spicious, but just served over egg noodles. And I think we are ready for chicken. Ready for chicken?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
warm.
almost sweating of happiness and joy.
อันนี้สุกละสุกมันจะเป็นอย่างนี้สุกสีสันมันจะสวยหน่อย
Wow, this is the chicken. อันนี้ต้มประมาณกี่นาทีครับ
ถ้าเป็นชิคเก้นนี่30 นาที
อ๋อ30 นาที
ถ้าเป็นเนื้อบีฟละ
Yeah.
เกือบ3 ชั่วโมง
Oh, 3 ชั่วโมง Okay, so beef boils for 3 hours, chicken just for 30 minutes.
ยากมากอันนี้แป๊บเดียวสุก30 นาทีสุกละ
ข้นมากครับ
เพราะว่าถ้าไม่โคนนี่นะ มันไหม้ข้างหลังข้างใต้ไหม้หมดเลย
อ๋อโอเคครับ
มันจะเสียของ
อ๋อโอเค
ข้างล่างมันจะไหม้
โอเค
อันนี้ปิดแก๊สละ
ครับ Okay, chicken is ready.
อร่อยเหมือนกันอร่อยมากกิมจิครับอร่อยมากอร่อยกว่านี้ไม่มีนะในเมืองไม่มีแล้ว
อร่อยมาก
ไปกินในเมืองอันนี้ไม่มีไงมีแต่ผักกาดดองเฉย
Yeah, definitely what he calls kimchi, which he proudly calls kimchi. His mustard greens, which are pickled with lots of chili in it, is a true highlight to the Khao Soi as well. That's a standout condiment right there, as well as his chili oil, which he also was telling us about as well. Oh, chicken is awesome too. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be possible to beat the beef, but chicken, that is tasty. The greens go in, onions go in. Also, we've got 2 little wing drumsticks, I believe, in this bowl. Definitely not as rich as the beef.
You do maybe kind of think of Khao Soi Gai, the Khao Soi with chicken, as like a Khao Soi light. Like if you have anything else important to do that day, you might go with a chicken Khao Soi. But if you're in it purely in terms of flavor, the beef is always the choice. But both are the right decision at this restaurant.
And when you come here, you're fully committed.
Yeah, you're
Get
already
both of them. Yeah. Just get the beef and the chicken. One of the pro tips about eating noodles is, you know, when you pick up any noodle in your chopsticks, naturally due to gravity, the sauce falls down. So what you have to do is you have to rehydrate and then take it to your mouth immediately.
Yes.
And then into your mouth.
I never even thought of that one. And it's like your mouth is swimming. And Kkhao Soi is so thick. You really get a lot of liquid in that noodle bite. That is great. I never thought of that.
Dude, that's a Kkhao Soi move you will be making with every bite. The rehydration. The rehydration is absolutely key.
And I love when he just comes up and says, like, you're not expecting him, and then he like rolls up. Hey, do you see how my place has free air? You know, don't complain about getting cold.
Yep.
Free air.
Free air. And I love these chunky cut onions. Man, that curry chin dribble is the only thing the only thing you have to worry about here. And even that, you don't really need to worry about that. Just enjoy with it.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
ขายที่นี่30 กว่าปี
32 ปีแล้ว
32 ปีแล้วว้าว
ก่อนขาย University เชียงใหม่ University เมื่อก่อน 40 ปีละ
40 ปี
รวมกันนะ
ขายที่เชียงใหม่ University ประมาณ8 ปีอะครับ
ครับประมาณรวมกันแล้วประมาณ 40 ปี
okay.
นาน
So Uncle is just saying that he sold at the university for 8 years before then coming to the mountains 32 years ago. So he's been selling at this location for 32 years. I thought it was recently that he made the life switch, but he's been in the mountains for a while. He's been selling Kkhao Soi for 40 years. What a legend.
60 กว่าหมดละ
He said, I sold to the teachers in that part of the campus. He was near the teachers' faculty. He said, I sold to those teachers when they were studying, and now those teachers are all retiring. That was so long ago. That's pretty cool.
and they're probably still making the trek
And
here
they're probably, yeah. Yes.
Okay, ขอบคุณมากครับลุงครับ ขอบคุณมากมากครับ
ปีใหม่ทุกคน
ขอบคุณมากครับ And so just to let you know the prices, it is 60 baht for chicken, right? It was 60 baht and then 75 baht for beef. So it is a little more expensive, but the portion size, the amount of meat they include, and then all the transportation costs you're eating here in the mountains, it is extremely worth it, guaranteed.
แล้ววันนี้มาทำรายการอะไรตามดูอยู่
ขอบคุณมากครับขอ mulberry ด้วยครับ
Nice. So she has strawberries and mulberries and gooseberries. This makes a perfect dessert. And she's really nice. She's really friendly. Oh yeah. Really juicy. Really sweet. But I've been eating a lot of strawberries. The mulberries are specifically calling my name today. Extremely nice and friendly. Whoa. Got a cup of mulberries. The dessert I want after that heavy, rich Kkhao Soi. Oh yeah, the mulberries are wonderful. Sweet and juicy. You immediately have some red mulberry juice on your fingers. Oh, these mulberries are amazing. Fresh from the bush, right here in the mountain, I'm sure.
These are a treat. Yeah, they're so natural.
These are so good. So sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful. And then finally, we're just having a quick cup of coffee after the mulberries, just because we were standing here and the guy who owns this shop here, he was really friendly, invited us in to just have a quick cup of coffee right in the parking lot here. He's just gonna complete this mini day trip, exclusively to eat the Kkhao Soi. But once you're up here, you're gonna wanna just walk around a little bit, enjoy the beauty, the friendly people, the culture, and then there's a few small coffee shops, a few fruit shops, and then some souvenir shops. So this coffee is gonna end our little time up here in Doi Bui.
Crazy to think when we go back down the mountain, it might actually be hot, but up here, it doesn't even enter into your mind. Like this is
Fresh mountain air.
yeah. The name of the shop.
Chakuza. Name of the shop is called Chakuza. And that wraps up a mini day trip to Doi Bui. Just again, what is absolutely incredible is that we're just 30 minutes outside of the center of the city of Chiang Mai. Totally different world. This is an absolute must destination for Khao Soi. Phenomenal, amazing, incredible place, and then just a spectacular place to just walk around. Highly recommended. Thank you to my buddy Joel for recommending it and for bringing us here. And also, if you haven't already seen Joel's channel, he makes amazing videos about cycling and food, and he's just an amazing guy. Go check out his videos. I'll have it in the description box below. I'll have the information for this Khao Soi too in the description box below that you can check out. It's a must when you are in Chiang Mai. Thanks again for watching, and remember to subscribe for lots more food and travel tips. Goodbye from Chiang Mai, and I'll see you on the next video.